This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPumaGaming.
What's up, guys? I'm back with yet another Fallout 4 video for you guys, and today I want to go over the newly announced Vault-Tec Workshop DLC and how I would recommend that you prepare for it. Now, oddly, Vault-Tec has been announced as coming out on July 26, 2016, which is weird as most of the other Fallout 4 DLCs were announced 1 week before their release. Vault-Tec is being announced 2 weeks before its release. The nice thing is that we know a lot more going into the Vault-Tec Workshop DLC than the Contraptions DLC, as Bethesda did a stream about it on their Twitch channel. So I am going to assume that it's okay to discuss some of this stuff since it was a public stream and the information has been made available to everyone. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out, I guess, like a recording of the stream on Twitch if you're interested. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and we'll get into it. Now, the Vault-Tec Workshop DLC requires that you be at least level 20, or alternatively, you can go to Quincy Quarry. That's just northwest of the Quincy Ruins location where Preston Garvey and the other Minutemen remnants traveled from, and where there's a bunch of gunners. Once you're at Quincy Quarry, you'll be able to go downstairs to an area that's near like this irradiated pool of water where you will discover an entrance to Vault 88. You go inside and you just kind of progress through the area until you encounter Overseer Barstow. I believe I got that right. And then the DLC begins from there. And from what I was able to tell, it looks like we're getting a really big underground building space to play with. Think of something like Spectacle Island or the Mechanist's Lair, but underground, and it's kind of similar in that size, if that makes sense. Supposedly, as you progress through the DLC, which implies that there are some quests that you're going to be able to do, you can unlock more building space, which does sound pretty cool in my opinion. Now, the developers on stream did say that you would have plenty of resources to build with by scrapping random objects in the vault. We're talking about Vault 88. However, I would recommend that you set up a supply line from another settlement. And from what I'm able to ascertain, you probably are going to want to receive supplies from either Murkwater Construction Site or Jamaica Plain, depending on how you have your supply line set up. These will be the closest settlements to Quincy Quarry and Vault 88 in general. Now, I am going to do a bit of a drawing here to show you what I would do as far as linking this with some other settlements. As you can see, I've started at Sanctuary and I've just made my way all the way down the map until I hit Somerville Place, which is the furthest southwest settlement on the map. Then I go directly west to Murkwater Construction Site, and then right up, and I will be connecting from Murkwater directly to Vault 88. And then probably from Vault 88, I would link to Jamaica Plain, and then I would go to like Warwick Homestead, maybe Spectacle Island, the castle, then Boston Airport, and then I'd probably just go on from there. Now, they did show a wide variety of new building objects and assets on the stream. There are 2 new generators. One adds 150 power, while the other adds 500 power. They've added Vault-Tec decorations like a Vault Boy and Vault Girl statue, along with some posters. They are also adding clean versions of existing furniture pieces that we already have, like your standard chairs and beds and whatever else you can find. They're also going to be adding some new guard posts, as well as like a security desk, which will provide an additional defense rating to your vault or your settlement. However, the coolest thing that I think that they added was an actual vault door, complete with the gear and everything. Now, it's not the stock asset that you're going to see from some of like the vanilla vaults, like Vault 111 or Vault 114, which I suspect is due to the limitations on the console versions. However, if you're on PC, there's probably going to be a mod. There might be a mod already to where you can just do that. So in addition to the Vault-Tec door, there are also going to be some other interesting items like a power cycle that your settlers can ride that provides some power to your settlement. Though I will admit this is sort of impractical since you can build a generator that provides like 500 power already. They've also added a craftable barbershop chair and surgery tables, and what that's going to allow you to do is alter your character's appearance at settlements for free. Now, unfortunately, what they said on the stream is that you won't be able to alter your settler's appearance, and that sort of sucks, but I guess it is what it is. They've also added an Overseer's terminal, which allows you to do a couple things like assign your settler specific jobs. You can perform Vault-Tec experience, and there's also this like special VIP finder function, which will ping companions that you can't find on your map so that you can reunite with them and then go questing. And this would be really useful if for some reason you can't find Nick Valentine because you sent him off to some random settlement and you don't remember where he is, or this just goes for like all of your settlers, which this is sort of a pretty cool feature. Although maybe there is a mod that can do this already. I don't know. I haven't checked. Unfortunately, they didn't really go into much detail about what kinds of experiments that we can expect to perform, and I'm not expecting like anything unbelievably amazing, as it is just like a $5 DLC or so. But that said, it does sound like we are getting at least some DLC quests this time, which I think is a really good thing, especially for these workshop DLCs where we haven't been getting anything like that at all. Otherwise, in terms of some like other preparations, I don't think it's going to be that much different from what I recommended for the Contraptions DLC. Obviously, you want to build supply lines from settlements that are close to Vault 88, which I did go over earlier. If you don't remember, that's going to be Murkwater Construction Site or Jamaica Plain are going to be your two closest settlements. And as far as perks go, you may want at least 1 point in the Wasteland Whisperer perk, the Animal Friend perk, and then the Chemist perk. And then you may want to go ahead and max out perks like Local Leader, Cap Collector, Science. Really, in general, you're just going to want to max out Science on all characters. You're going to maybe want to max out the Gun Nut perk for like your defense turrets and stuff like that. You may also want to pick up the Scrapper perk and max it so you can retrieve rare components by breaking down like certain weapons with like rare or special customizations on them. It wouldn't necessarily work for like a generic laser pistol you'd pick up, but maybe if the laser pistol had like an improved sniper barrel, maybe like a special scope on it, and maybe a special stock, I mean, you're going to get some awesome components out of that. So I recommend that you pick up the Scrapper perk. And like last time, if you have the Season Pass or you just have the Automatron DLC because you just bought it, you may want to use the iBot pod to retrieve some rare resources like ballistic fiber, fiberglass, gold, crystal, in case you run low on any of those components. I also recommend that in like the next 2 weeks that you go and clear out Quincy Quarry, like I'm doing in this particular video. The level of the enemies are somewhat high, but it shouldn't really be too bad, and some decent power armor with like the right weapons that your character is set up to use. If you've killed all of the gunners in Quincy Ruins, you're really not going to have any problems with any of the enemies at Quincy Quarry. And in fact, to give you some kind of comparison, the guys at Quincy Ruins, those gunners, are a lot harder than the guys at Quincy Quarry. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to pretty much wrap up this particular video. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, and as always, take care, and I'll see y'all next time.